So let's touch up on that whole generational curse thing and what a chosen one really is, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people don't really get it, and a lot of people are like, constantly, co-signing that whole chosen one thing, but they don't really know what it's about. So if you know, you know. But a generational curse is essentially when an ancestor from an anointed bloodline comes into agreement and comes into a covenant with a demon. So essentially, it was that one ancestor, it was that one family member way back when that probably had not as much of a strong anointing as the rest of the family members. And so they said, oh, well, guys, I'm feeling a little salty about that. So I'm going to go over here and make this pact with this talking goat real quick. And I'm going to have the same powers as y'all. They cursed everybody. Just that one stupid mistake cursed the whole bloodline. So then eventually, and what happens is there's always somebody that in the family, just like there's a chosen one, there's also a covenant keeper. And that is often the person who ends up being born to keep the curse continuing in the family. This is why you run into people in your family who will literally, and this could be multiple people too, honestly, but you run into people in your family who literally like operate against you for no good reason. Like they don't even know why they're doing it sometimes. And it's because they spiritually recognize that there is a threat present. But I'm gonna get into that a whole nother day. The reason why a lot of the times these covenant keepers target the chosen is because the chosen one is sent to break the generation from that curse, right? So that is why they call them the chosen ones, because just like Christ was sent to break the children of Israel from a covenant that they came into. So when you're calling yourself a chosen one, you're essentially saying that you're here to break a curse. You've been given the anointing of the curse breaker, right? Now here's the thing though, because the curse breaker goes through a lot in their life. A curse breaker goes through hell and back. And the reason for that is because they need that grit in order to go up against those in their family, in order to go up against those in society, in order to go up against those in their immediate environments, because they're breaking curses. They're breaking curses in their family. They're breaking curses in their environment. They are breaking curses within themselves. So they need to have that strength in order to do that. Don't get me wrong. There are bloodlines, there are family lines with anointed ones. And anointed ones, they are extremely gifted. They have the gift to see and to hear and dreams and even the gift of telepathy and all of those things. They have those gifts. Those gifts are real. That does not make them chosen though. That does not mean that they're out here breaking curses. If anything, a lot of the times most chosen don't even come into their full gifts until after they have broken certain curses, because a lot of the other anointeds are being harvested off of, based off of the one that is the covenant keeper, based off of the covenant keeper who is sucking the life out of everyone in their family. This is why because a demon does not have its own true power. It has the power of manipulation. It utilizes the power around it. So it's sucking the anointing off of the ones who have actual innate power. This is why the curse needs to be broken, because otherwise no one in the family line will truly be able to operate in their true anointing and their true power. So the ones that are already free to use their anointing are not necessarily under a curse. And the ones who are in tune with the fact that they are anointed, but then they keep running into those issues, those are the ones, they're running into those issues because you have a curse to break. So to kind of give you a inside scoop of what that really means, I hate to say it, but it's like a blessing and a curse. It is, because you go through so much being a chosen one. It's not just rainbows and sunshine, a whole bunch of joy and happiness into the room everywhere you go. Don't get me wrong, chosen ones they vibrate high, they have a high frequency, and this is because it's how they mediate trauma. It's how they transmute toxic situations so that they are not poisoned by it, because they've gone through it so much. They had to learn how to transmute this energy in order to not be poisoned, in order to not let their heart space be contaminated, so that their anointing could still stay strong, so they could continue to do what they needed to do, even subconsciously. But a lot of times, these people have an edge so sharp, and it makes other people uncomfortable because they can see it. Even when those people are being so sweet and being so loving, there is that, it's like a blade being wrapped in silk. People can feel that. People can see that, and it's intimidating. For those of you who are chosen, your grit, the things that you've overcome, the experiences that you've had to suffer through in order to be the person who you are, that is what makes people intimidated by you. It has nothing to do even sometimes with the anointing, because some people don't have the power, the sight to see that. All they can see is that this person has a presence that's so powerful. Even when they seem so sweet and so nice, it doesn't sit well with me. I feel off. I feel like they're hiding something. I feel like there's something else to them, like they have a double-sided face, or they're fake. It's that they're sensing that sharpness and they don't understand what it is, because you're not portraying that to them, because you're not operating in that particular aspect of yourself at that moment. So that's what causes people to come up against you, because they want to know what that is, even when they don't have the sight. And now when they do, that's a whole nother story entirely.